I will give you girls the powers to control men and their money, but you will be sleeping in the cemetery.
The four ladies slept at the cemetery for money and killed to protect their secret. But the unexpected happened. Grab your popcorn, sweethearts. It's story time. In a crowded compound in Lekki Phase 1, behind tall gates and security lights that barely worked during power outages, four young women shared a three-bedroom apartment that looked bigger on Instagram than it did in real life. Renee was the leader, tall, outspoken, magnetic. People listened when she spoke. Sola, gentle and observant, always calculating 2 steps ahead. Kemi, sharp-tongued, fearless, stylish, and impatient. And Bisi, playful, charming, with laughter that hid insecurity. They weren't poor, but poverty scared them. What they wanted wasn't survival, it was dominance. Money, access, influence, a lifestyle that made doors open without knocking. Designer shoes lined the hallway. Mirrors covered the walls. Their outfits were weapons. Tight dresses, bold makeup, confidence stitched into fabric. One night, as traffic horns screamed outside, Sola dropped the bomb. I need 800,000 naira by Friday. Silence. How? Kemi asked, pouring wine. Renee smiled. Men, deals, favors. Lagos is full of people who don't like to hear no. They laughed, but hunger sat quietly in the room. The first whisper came from Renee. She said one night, "There's a woman in Badagry. People say she helps you command obedience." Bisi laughed. "Please, Lagos men already obey money." "Not like this," Renee replied. "This is deeper." Sola watched her closely. "What's the price?" "A commitment." Curiosity defeated fear. 2 nights later, they drove beyond streetlights, past silence and mangroves, into a compound that smelt of herbs and smoke. The woman listened quietly. "You want control," she said. "Then, once every month, you must spend a full night at a town cemetery. No fear, no running. The dead will reinforce your voice." Kemi scoffed, but no one stood up. Money had already numbed their doubts. They called Kunle. He had driven them for years. Late nights, parties, hotel runs, airport trips. Quiet, respectful, dependable. "Cemetery?" he asked, surprised. "Just drive," Renee said. He did. Every month, Kunle dropped them at a town cemetery and waited outside till dawn. Engine running, phone off, trust unbroken. Inside the gates, fear stripped them bare. Cold ground, whispering wind, shadows moving. But they endured. When they returned, they paid Kule heavily. Too heavily. And Kule's life began to change. They tested it in Victoria Island. Luxury lounges, soft music, heavy wallets. Renee leaned close to a man and said casually, "I need 3 million naira." He transferred it immediately. Sola asked for an apartment deposit. Approved. Kemi mentioned an iPhone 17 Plus. Delivered. BC didn't even finish speaking before the man nodded. They regrouped that night, stunned. "This city is mad," Kemi whispered. "No," Renee said softly. "We are." The money kept coming, but peace quietly packed its bags. Renee noticed it first. Kule's tone had changed. He talked slower now, asked unnecessary questions. Sometimes he smiled in the rearview mirror a second too long. One night, after they left Atan Cemetery, Kule casually said, "You girls should be careful. Lagos likes secrets." The car went silent. That same week, they received messages on their phones. Photos, videos, dates, locations. Them at Atan Cemetery. fear on their faces, bodies curled on graves. Then the threat, 50 million naira or the world will know. Bisi collapsed on the couch. Kemi screamed. Sola couldn't breathe. Renee said nothing. She already knew what blackmailers did. They never stopped. They paid him once, then twice. Kule grew bold. Don't forget who protects you, he laughed over the phone. That laugh sealed his fate. Renee spoke that night, voice calm, terrifyingly steady. If he lives, we die slowly. No one argued. Fear made agreement easy. They invited Kule out, another settlement, another promise. But Kule, the blackmailer, never made it home. No witnesses, no noise, no closure. They burned the clothes, deleted chats, buried guilt deep. And for a moment, they felt free. Freedom didn't last. Men became the new battlefield. Wealth attracts rivalry. At a private party in Ikoyi, it happened. Sola and Kemi realized they were seeing the same man. Drinks turned sharp. Words turned dangerous. You think you're special? You're nothing without us. Say the truth. In anger, Kemi screamed it. At least I didn't help kill Kunle. Silence exploded. Phones stopped recording music and started recording truth. The law didn't take long. Someone talked, then another. Evidence surfaced. CCTV, transfers, timelines. Sola and Kemi were arrested. Headlines screamed, luxury girls linked to driver's death. Renee and Bisi vanished overnight. New passports, new names, but destiny followed. Years passed. Renee and Bisi settled abroad. New lives, new husbands. Love came, marriage followed, but children never did. Doctors found nothing wrong. Tests were perfect, yet wombs remained silent. Until the dream came. A town cemetery, cold earth, a voice whispering, you traded it. The truth hit like thunder. That night at the cemetery, the power wasn't free. They had exchanged something precious, something permanent. Something permanent. Renee cried for the first time in years. Bisi fell into depression. Their husbands grew distant. Families whispered. Money couldn't buy children. Power couldn't reverse sacrifice. Sola and Kemi rotted behind bars, forgotten, angry, haunted. Renee and Bisi lived, but never healed. Every child's cry reminded them. Every silence punished them. And Atan Cemetery kept its secret. Moral lesson. Nothing taken from darkness comes without payment. Some debts don't collect money. They collect futures. They collect wombs, peace, joy. Choose wisely. Thanks for watching, sweethearts. Please follow and share for more.